What's the government's next step now to quell these protests? Will it have to meet demands?
Well, that's the big question, Reed. What the Prime Minister is doing today is that he's meeting the heads of all the parties. So there's one party leader after another who'll be streaming into his office to talk about what they suggest. Then he's supposed to meet the leaders of the Yellow Vest movement. The problem is there are no leaders. There was an attempt last week to meet leaders. It fell into fiasco. Every attempt to create some kind of a committee to sort of bring some structure to the Yellow Vest movement gets rejected by part of the base. So that's the whole question. Meeting the demands, I mean, there's dozens of demands that the Yellow Vests have put out there. They can't meet them all. Clearly, the one the government could meet that would make a big difference would be to say, okay, we're not going to do those planned gasoline tax increases next January. The problem is that Macron has always, as your guest earlier was saying, he's always prided himself on just, fixing a cap, fixing a path and just going straight forward on that path of what he says are necessary reforms. If he backs down, then, his whole raison d'etre of his presidency is kind of gone. So he's in a bind. I wish I could give you a clearer answer than that, but really he's in a bind.
I've been reading your reporting, and I've been reading a lot about what's going on over the weekend. It seems that the main demands are, as you said, the gas tax. It seems protesters want that to be even turned backwards. And then the wealth tax, important, of course, to our viewers. Are we going to see the wealthy taxed more due to this movement?
Well, I mean, yes, one of the demands is the increase, is to bring back the wealth tax that Macron got rid of. I mean, you can sort of understand, the point of someone who makes, 2,000 euros a month and suddenly he or she has to pay a lot more to fill up a tank of gasoline because of higher taxes, and they hear that the wealth tax got rid of. There were good economic reasons probably for getting rid of the wealth tax, but it was not popular. If he doesn't go through with the gasoline tax, yes, he's going to have to make up the money elsewhere. But as I said, I wouldn't count on Macron backing down on the gasoline tax. He's very stubborn. He's never backed down on anything before. He doesn't seem to care that his popularity is way down in the tube. So I'm really not sure that he is going to back down on that.